Welcome to the SOAR³ 360 HRM Solutions channel, where we empower HR leaders, startups, and executives with actionable strategies to build thriving workplaces. Today, we're unpacking a topic that impacts every organization: mandatory versus voluntary leave. Did you know that 76% of employees fear retaliation or job loss when requesting leave, even when it's legally protected? That's a staggering statistic from the Society for Human Resource Management, and it underscores why understanding leave policies isn't just about compliance, but about fostering trust and security in your team. Whether navigating FMLA complexities or designing a voluntary sabbatical program, this episode will equip you with insights to protect your business, support your employees, and strengthen your workplace culture. Let's dive in. Mandatory leave. Understanding legal obligations and their impact on people. Mandatory leave is non-negotiable. It's rooted in laws designed to protect employees during life's most vulnerable moments. Take the Family and Medical Leave Act, which grants eligible employees up to 12 weeks of unpaid, job-protected leave for situations like caring for a newborn, recovering from surgery, or supporting a family member with a serious illness. But here's the catch. Only 60% of private sector workers are eligible for FMLA, often due to company size or tenure requirements. This gap leaves many employees, especially those in small businesses or gig roles, without a safety net. For example, imagine a single parent at a startup who needs time off to care for a child with cancer, but doesn't qualify for FMLA. Without a clear policy, they may face an impossible choice: their child's health or job. Mandatory leave isn't just about checking boxes. It's about ensuring your team feels safe to prioritize their health and family without sacrificing their livelihood. When handled with empathy, compliance becomes a tool to build loyalty and reduce turnover. Voluntary leave. Embracing flexibility as a collaborative advantage. Now, let's talk voluntary leave. This is where employers can flex their creativity to attract talent and boost morale. Think sabbaticals for long-term employees, mental health days, or even paternity leave for new pet parents. Take the example of a tech startup that offers 4 weeks of paid life enrichment leave every 5 years. Employees use this time to travel, volunteer, or pursue passion projects and return recharged, often with fresh ideas that benefit the company. On the flip side, a lack of voluntary leave options can lead to burnout. A 2023 Gallup study found that employees with access to flexible leave policies are 43% less likely to experience chronic stress. But voluntary leave requires clarity. If policies are vague or inconsistently applied, employees may hesitate to use them. For instance, a marketing manager might avoid requesting a mental health break if they worry it'll be perceived as a lack of commitment. Clear guidelines and leadership modeling, like executives taking visible leave, can normalize these practices and build a culture of trust. The significance of this topic and engaging stories that connect. Let's pause for a story. Sarah, a mid-level manager at a retail company, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Her employer granted FMLA leave and offered 2 months of paid voluntary leave through their wellness program. Sarah returned to work cancer-free, grateful for her employer's support, and became one of the company's most vocal advocates on LinkedIn. Contrast this with Mark, a warehouse supervisor who needed time off for PTSD treatment after a traumatic event. His request was denied because his employer didn't understand ADA accommodations. Mark quit, filed a lawsuit, and the company's reputation took a hit. These outcomes aren't just about policies, they're about people. When employees feel supported, they're more likely to go the extra mile. When they don't, turnover, lawsuits, and reputational damage follow. The emotional ripple effect is real. Teams with strong leave policies report 31% higher employee engagement, according to Gallup. Anticipating the future, where empathy meets strategy for leaders' actionable steps. Here's how to turn insights into action. Audit your policies. Are they compliant with all relevant laws? For example, 12 states now mandate paid family leave. Train managers. Ensure they understand leave laws and avoid unconscious bias. A manager who jokes, "Must be nice to take a month off," undermines psychological safety. Promote transparency. Use real-life scenarios in employee handbooks. For example, how to request FMLA leave or what to expect during a sabbatical. Celebrate leave use? Share stories with permission in company newsletters. Normalize leave as part of a healthy work-life rhythm, not a privilege. We're ready to hear from you. Get ready to engage with us because your voice counts. Now we want to hear from you. Have you implemented a voluntary leave policy that boosted retention? Are you struggling with a gray area in compliance? Share your story in the comments on YouTube or LinkedIn. Let's learn from each other. And if this episode resonated with you, tag a colleague who needs these insights. Together, we can create workplaces where employees don't just survive, they thrive. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, leave policies aren't just rules on paper, they reflect your values. At SOAR³ 360 HRM Solutions, we help you balance compliance with compassion. Subscribe now and join us next time when we tackle crisis management, building resilient teams in uncertain times. Until then, empower boldly, lead thoughtfully, and make work a place where everyone can soar. Call to action. Join the conversation. How does your organization manage leave policies? Share your successes or challenges below. We will feature the best responses in our next episode. Don't forget to subscribe for actionable HR strategies every week. Signing off. See you soon.